In the previous lecture, we have discussed about the wireless LAN, and moving ahead to the next topic, today we will see the Bluetooth. It is also a kind of wireless LAN technology, but the thing is that here no AP is required. So this is a kind of ad hoc network, and ad hoc network have also one very important thing, that network is formed spontaneously. Very less time it can be created, and according to your purpose, according to your use, you can use this network and again dismiss the network. Mainly the topic here we will see the architecture of the Bluetooth and several layers working on this technology, wireless LAN Bluetooth, in which one is called radio layer, which is equivalent, not exactly, but roughly you can say which is equivalent to the physical layer in internet network. Physical layer of the internet protocol, and other is baseband layer. It is also not exactly same, but almost equivalent to the MAC layer of equivalent to the MAC layer of internet protocol, roughly. And L2CAP or LLCAP, this is a logical link LLCAP. This is also equivalent or roughly equivalent to the logical link layer of internet. So mainly we were discussing in the earlier topic also physical layer and data link layer. In the data link layer, uh, basically two sub layer of the data link layer, that is MAC layer and LLC layer. Here also we will see the same thing. Physical layer is equivalently called here radio link layer, and MAC layer is equivalently called here baseband layer, and LLC layer is called LLC AP layer. First, the architecture of Bluetooth network. Architecture of this network is of two types. One is called piconet network and other is called scatter network. Am I audible clearly to everyone?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you. In the piconet network, uh, networks, basically size of the network is very small. Only eight stations or 8 nodes are connected together to form a network, in which one is called primary network, and 7 other are called secondary network. This is the size of the network, and all the secondary network are connected in such a way that they can synchronize their clock and hopping frequency with the primary for communication. And scatter net network, it is also a kind of piconet network, but extended version of piconet network. But actually what happens, if you have uh, more than 7 or less than 7 meter, but if suppose, see if I can explain this diagram here. Scatter network we will discuss in the next slide. See, piconet network. Here, this network is this node is primary network, a primary station, and it is connected with the several other nodes, all that are called secondary nodes. The maximum number of secondary node will be maximum number of secondary node will be 7. If more than 7 nodes are present to form in the piconet network, so that other than 7 rest will be in the part state. This is the technique that is used in the Bluetooth technique. See the scatter net network. It is the extended version of piconet network, where this is the actual primary station, and all other it is connected with the secondary stations. And among all the secondary stations, any one of them can work as the primary for the other secondary stations. See this yellow color box in this Nandi station is connected with the two piconet network. The dotted, this one, this box, and other one is this box. This is one network and this is another network, where overlapping of this node that will work as a secondary network when you choose the piconet network A, and the same station this will work as the primary network when you choose the network is piconet network B. So this is the architecture of the scatter net network. This is generally formed when more than 7 stations can be available, and you have to connect all those networks together. Bluetooth devices have a built-in short range capacity to transmit, and so it is called short range radio transmitter. The data speed of the transmitter is to 1 Mbps at the carrier frequency 2.4 GHz, or you can say 2.5 GHz of bandwidth. Basically, this is coming under ISM band. Earlier we have discussed. So you can say this is the same bandwidth and maximum achieved data rate for the IEEE standards 802.B wireless LAN. That's why there is a possibility that sometimes the network come closer, so that there may be the interference between these two type of network, that is 802.11b and Bluetooth LAN. Now see the layers of the Bluetooth network. There are 7 layers in the Bluetooth network, but not exactly same as the internet model. First layer is the radio layer, which is roughly equivalent to the physical layer of the internet model. Bluetooth devices are very low power and short range uh, network. The range of this network is up to 10 meter. Bluetooth uses 2.4 GHz of ISM band, which is divided into 79 channels of uh, 1 MHz each, and some frequency is left for the guard band between each channels. Bluetooth uses frequency hopped spectrum method in the physical layer to avoid the interference from one device to another devices, and it uses special kind of frequency modulation called Gaussian frequency shift keying, or GFSK. Basically, in GFSK, there is a Gaussian filter used after the modulation technique. You will see in the digital communication part, but keep in mind that a special kind of modulation technique used in the Bluetooth network, that is called GFSK. And baseband layer is equivalently max sublayer of internet model. Not exactly, it is so, it is, we can say, roughly equivalent to the this. So rest of the method or the protocols that are available for the sorry, MAC layer will be similar kind of thing. Here also will happen that uh, method to access, that is TDMA, primary and secondary communicate with the time slot basis. So you can say TDMA, TDD and TDMA method is used to communicate with the transmitter and receiver or primary and secondary node in a half duplexed way. Any of the node can transmit or receive, but either transmit or receive only at one process will happen at one time. See the Bluetooth layers. Bottommost layer is a radio layer. It is a kind of physical layer, and above that a baseband layer which is equivalently uh, MAC layer, and this is LLC layer equivalent to LLCAP layer, or L2CAP, which stands for LLCAP. We will see some of these layers in this next slide. There are two types of link can be created between primary nodes and secondary nodes, and that are called SEO link and acknowledgement link. SEO link stands for synchronous connected connection oriented link. This link is used when avoiding latency is more important than integrity. Latency means the delay in data delivery. When delay is data delivery, this is more important than the error-free delivery. Integrity means error-free delivery. When you have to save the time or avoid the latency, and the integrity of the data is not much important, in that case, the link between the primary and secondary, it is called SEO link. And when integrity is more important, means data accuracy is more important with respect to the latency. In that case, the link between the primary and secondary is called asynchronous connectionless link. See how this communication occurs between two nodes, only two nodes present, that is one single primary node and a single secondary node, only two nodes. There may be secondary node up to 7 members, so that we'll discuss later. But when only primary node and secondary node are present, in that case, architecture will be quite simple, and TDMA technique to transmit the data is very simple. And how it will the overall time slots is divided into smaller number of slots, and the length of these time slots is 625 milliseconds, in which the size of this hoop is uh, see what happened, 625 milliseconds of each hoop, each slots is created, and each odd number and even number of slots are used to communicate with the nodes to each other. If even number of each even number of slots is used to transmit from primary to secondary. That is, each even numbered slot is given for the primary station, and each odd 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 slots given to the secondary nodes. Means alternate primary and secondary node can uh, transmit their frame in 625 milliseconds. See? This is very simple. Even number slot is given to the primary node and odd number slot is given to the secondary node. But what happens? See the case, if more than one secondary station is present. In that case, even number slots again given to the primary only. F0 is even numbered slot, F2 is even number slot, even numbered, F4 again F6, all these are given to the primary stations. But among all odd numbered slots, it will be given to the secondary station 1, secondary station 2, secondary station 3, and so on. But the strategy to the giving this slot to any secondary station, that the slot just before to that which is addressed by the primary station. In this case, F1 is given to this secondary station 1 because earlier to just before this slot is addressed to this station 1. Primary station will address, after that secondary station will be allotted particular that node. Correct? This is the method. See here, in F2 frame, in F2 slot, primary station is addressing secondary station 2. So in F3 slot, secondary station 2 will be given opportunity to communicate with the primary station. Again, suppose the case that in the fourth time slot, primary station address any other station. In that case, after just next to that slot will given to the that secondary station. Means secondary station allotment of the slot to the secondary station will depend upon the primary station addressing. Correct? The frame format of the Bluetooth network is of three types. One is called one slot frame, 3 slot frame, and 5 slot frame. In one slot frame, 366 microsecond is required for the hopping and control mechanism, and so the size of the frame is 366 bits. Similarly, 3 slots frame, this occupies 3 slots, and the size of this is 1616 microsecond for the hopping and controlling mechanism, and the frame size will be so 1616 bits. In the 5 slot, the frame requires 2866 microsecond for the hopping and control mechanism, and so 2866 bit is the size of the frame. See frame structure, you will see more clearly. This is the frame format of the Bluetooth network at MAC layer or baseband layer, in which 72 bits is used for access port. After that, 54 bit is required for header, and in header there are several fields used for the respective other applications. That first 3 bit is for address purpose. After that 4 bit is used for type of the data, and this is flow control. A stands for acknowledgement, S stands for sequence number. These FAC, FAS, all these are used only one bit, one bit, one bit, and last 8 bit is used by this HEC, means header error control correction. See, in the address bit, these all 3 bits either 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1 or up to 1, 1, 1. There are total 0 to 7 types of address, in which this all 0 stands for the type of communication is in the broadcast format, and this type defines the type of the coming data from upper layer. F indicates the flow control. If F is equal to 1, it indicates buffer is full, and this A stands for acknowledgement. Bluetooth uses stop and wait for acknowledgement. Sequence number for also stop and wait. This is 8 bit for error correction, and last 0 to n bits, where you can see in the type slot 1 in the previous slide we have discussed, there are 366 microsecond for controller data information. So you can see 366 bits will be the size, and this from 366 here 72 bits is used to access code, and rest 52 bit for header, and this will be what will be remaining from all 366 bit. It is only 240 bit. That is for n is equal to 240 bit for one time slot. If 3 slot frame is used, in that case the maximum size will be 1616, and among these 72 bit will be used for access code, 54 bit is used for the header, and rest 1490 bits will be for the data, and 2866 bit when 5 slot frame is used. In that case 72 and 54 will be subtracted from 2866, and 2740 will be the size of the data. So this is the frame format or the frame structure of the baseband layer. Last layer is equivalently we can say the logical link control layer. Logical link control and adaptation protocol. L C A P. LLCAP stands for Logical Link Control and Adaptation Protocol. It is equivalent to LLC in LAN. The main purpose of this layer is for the acknowledgement and SQO. See, acknowledgement is performed at this layer, and SCO, this channel is not used at this layer. Multiplexing is performed at this layer. Segmentation of the data and again reassembling of the data is also performed at this layer. Quality of service. Quality of service is measured at this layer, and management of the data, group management, and the management of the network is also performed at this network. Segmentation and reassembling we have discussed in the previous lecture. That is the same purpose. For the more reliably, you can transmit from transmitter to receiver. Very large size data is segmented into smaller pieces, and that is transmitted so that if somewhere loss in data may happen, and that particular small package can again retransmitted with respect to uh, earlier larger data that is being transmitted. And LLCFP data package is in this figure, where 2 bytes of length and 2 bytes of channel ID and rest either 0 to maximum of 65,535 bytes of size frame is used for the data and control. Length of the data basically represents the length of the data coming from the an upper layer, that is the radio layer, and ID of the channel is the unique ID of unique ID for the virtual channel created at this level. So this is basically the frame format used at the logical link layer, and earlier this is the frame format at the baseband layer, and this is all about the architecture and 2-3 layers that are important for your level, you can understand. So unit 3 covers all these topics we have discussed in the last 8 to 10 lecture. Unit 3 is, I think, almost all the topics have been covered on this unit. In case you have any kind of doubt in any topic, you can ask anytime or contact me. You can message me, or in the last we will also, according to your request, we can schedule a doubt session. So prepare for the quiz of third unit. I will discuss and announce the time. And from the next class, we will start fourth unit. Thanks for this session.